So we are also expecting status quo on both repo and reverse repo rate at 4% and 3.35% respectively. That's the view we are working with. Yes, we expect the MPC and in fact even RBI to prepare markets for initiation of normalization in policy rates eventually from the next policy meeting. We expect the RBI to keep that 9.5% fiscal year forecast for growth unchanged. In terms of growth optimism, while we agree there are positives and the RBI is likely to highlight the same, the RBI-led MPC, that is improvement in vaccination pace. There has been a positive surprise. We have seen consistent government spending, so that support remains. Some sectors showing signs of private capex recovery as well, along with uptick in rural demand. So all that is very positive. But there are some points which we think the RBI also may want to highlight, or at least we as a team are concerned, is that this global supply shortage, especially the power shortage issue that we are witnessing in China, that is affecting global supply chains and threatens to pose downside risk to global and also through that feedback loop on India's GDP growth as well. So that risk we cannot deny. While yes, there is a broader optimism, but we would still want to assert growth risks are balanced with negative risks coming in from global supply shortage issues. So you're absolutely right. Recent releases have shown an easing trend. What's important to understand is that this easing trend or favorable inflation surprise has primarily been led by the food component of inflation, while the core and fuel component still remains elevated, for the simple reason that global commodity prices are witnessing upward pressure. Now, this is likely to remain an issue in the short term. So we believe the mix of lower food inflation and elevated core is likely to persist at least in the rest of FY22. In this regard, when it comes to the MPC's 5.7% inflation forecast for the current financial year, we are at 5.4. So there is a scope for minor tinkering in that 5.7% forecast. Maybe they settle on a 5.5, 5.6% forecast. There is a downward revision. Though we still believe that the MPC is likely to highlight rising upside risk on core inflation via higher commodity prices, especially crude oil, global supply shortages, and amidst no policy relief from the government as yet in the form of excise duty relief for retail fuel prices. In this regard, actually, we think that what the RBI implemented in the last policy itself was a step in the right direction when they doubled the amount of VRRR auction, which was doubled to close to 4 lakh crores as per the policy statement. Though we found eventually that the RBI tried to enhance the size of VRRR auction both via shorter ends like 7-day or lower tenor, and also using a combination of 7-day and 14-day tenor auctions. What we actually saw is that actual size of VRRR auction has already been enhanced to closer to 5 lakh crores, though not beyond that. In this framework, we think that with the festive season ahead of us, in our view, a sharp expansion of VRRR auction sizes is not likely. This is where we differ from some sections of the market. Yes, the central bank may consider tinkering with the tenor of VRRR auction, maybe slightly enhancing the tenor. But given the festive season, busy season is coming by, in our view, they may first want to check the market's appetite for longer tenor VRRR auction by introducing maybe 50,000 crore worth initial auctions. Broader views still remains that in the short term, they may want to restrict enhancing the size of VRRR auctions and stick to the current amount, maybe play around more with the tenor, and possibly as growth inflation dynamics change, that is growth stabilizes and inflation probably faces upward pressure as we move into early 2022, they may further manage the price of liquidity via VRRR auction cutoffs. So we are not expecting any further additional liquidity measures as of now, apart from the current basket that's already being used by the RBI, while we would want to confess that RBI has a whole host of measures in its liquidity toolkit. For instance, given that even this year the BOP surplus remains large, in order to absorb the excess liquidity due to intervention, they have an MSS tool, that is Market Stabilization Scheme tool. Another tool they have then in the Kitty Standing Deposit Facility, the uncollateralized lending facility. While they have these tools, in the short term, it appears that RBI is likely to focus more on variable reverse rate repo options, that is VRRR, as a key liquidity tool to help manage liquidity, and also not just in terms of the size of liquidity but also the price of liquidity. This is a view we are working with, and as I stated, in the short term, maybe the size of that VRRR auction may stay unchanged. The price of liquidity, as we have seen recently, can be managed via the auction cutoff. So just one last point that we are trying to look at as a risk from the global central bank policy perspective and may eventually apply to RBI is that global supply shortages may persist longer than maybe just 3 to 6 months, and they pose inflation risks. As growth uncertainty due to COVID starts to fade with vaccination coverage improving, the central banks may start becoming more concerned about the supply side inflation risk, which may stay elevated for longer, and may consider normalizing policy rates earlier than the current plans that they would have, or at least current market expectations. Thanks.